Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com. Miami Dolphins suffered another loss this past week to the Carolina Panthers, and gonna do a video kind of differently here about three things right now that my three thoughts on what is wrong with the Miami Dolphins. One, it starts with the drafting of the players, signing of the free agents and trades. Listen, if you get a coach or GM who could draft the right players, coach them up with the right game plan, then the Dolphins can become consistent winners like they were from the from the 70s to the 80s. Shula also had some winning teams up until 96, and they had some winning teams in the early 2000s. John Gruden sits there announcing the game, tearing up what he sees out of the Dolphins. Listen, a guy like that maybe knows what to make them consistent winners. But yeah, it seems like he likes doing what he's doing there on Monday Night Football. Scouting, it's part of scouting here. The great teams don't go out in free agency and spend big money on big names. They draft their players through the draft and find gems in the late rounds. How many times do we have to reboot before we get it right? Seen years out of mediocrity from this team, constantly in the rebuilding stage or in the trust the process mode. Time for a serious change. Time for a serious change. And that's going to go with, the coach, the players don't look motivated under Gase. I know Gase was 10-6 last year as a rookie coach. Now keep in mind that Chip Kelly was also 10-6 in his first two seasons as an NFL coach, before the players finally kind of gave up and quit on him. Great football minds don't always have good communication skills with players as an NFL coach, as an NFL head coach. To me, it's apparent. It seems like Gase has completely lost his team about a month ago. Offensive line, okay? It has nothing to do with Jay Cutler. It's the offensive line, the third point here. Bill Parcells, Tony Sperano built a great offensive line, but Joe Philbin just completely blew it up. If you want to win football games, you win in the trenches. We're not protecting our quarterback. And we can't run block. Plus, it puts too much pressure on the defense. No defense can make up for a bad offense ever. Ever. The receivers are good. I like the receivers. The O-line sucks, and we suck. I'm just sick of the Dolphins completely being losers. Please, win a Super Bowl, please, in my lifetime. I feel like a Jet fan here locally. The Jets are never going to win. It looks like my Dolphins are never going to win either. Build an offensive line. Get some corners. Worst case scenario, you draft a quarterback in the top 10 in the draft. Only after building an offensive line. Offensive line. Offensive line. Offensive line. That's where... That's the main thing. That's the main point there. Offensive line. Please. Please. Hope all is well. Look forward to speaking to you soon.